to check out the unit, man. Lots of boxes. This is really, really busy. I can't lie to you.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're the only person I'm actually letting here as well, so.
Oh, really?
100%.
Oh, wow. All these products. I didn't even know. What I've noticed about Amazon FBA as well, you just sell the most normal things as well.
100%.
You don't have to do too much. You don't have to go crazy. No exotic products. Just normal things like toilet roll. Like, just simple stuff.
Toilet roll. There's literally, I think when people think of Amazon, they think of like one product or a niche product. But I literally,
as well.
I sell everything.
Just normal stuff.
Helmets is here. Nappies is here. Sombrero hats is there. Toilet paper. Dog leads. Like,
oh, wow. Okay.
There's literally so much random bits.
Cool. But anyways, guys, you already know, man. It's Poku Banks, baby. I'm here with Shola, who sells online on Amazon FBA. In today's episode, in the day in the life, we're gonna be touring our office, her unit, and I'll be talking to you guys about, how you can get involved into Amazon FBA, how you can then elevate your game to the next level and get onto her level. You already know this stuff is big. And then, yeah, man, just general conversation. But Shola, talk to me. So, where did it all begin for you when it comes to your journey when it comes to making money?
I think, like, as I was saying to you before we even switched on these cameras, like, I started quite a while ago. Like, 17, I started a business. Yeah. And then I was just failing. I had no guidance, no mentoring. Like, I had a clothing business, paying people for promo, not getting anything back in sales. So with me, I kind of knew that I needed to be rich. Like, not because, I don't even say I'm rich now, but I needed to get out of my situation. Not only because of the fact that, like, I had failed, but I just had debts. Like, when I was in uni, as soon as you're in uni, they're like, oh, you can get a NatWest overdraft card because you're a student, you can get this, you can get that. And I wasn't, financial...
savvy.
Financially savvy. So I got myself into a lot of debt, like over £10,000 worth of debt before I even hit 21. So it was like I had to keep finding a way to get myself out of that situation, because having bailiffs knock on your door and then saying to your mum, like, don't open the door, look through the window first. Because, once that door's open, they're in. Wow. So you've got to be like, no, you can't do that. So after that happened, I was like, I need to find a way to make money. Failed 4 times, then came to Amazon, and I just used what I had to get what I could, and then kept reinvesting that money, built relationships, and then got to this stage, I guess.
So for those looking and watching to get started, how much would you recommend to get started with this, and give 3 budgets? So the tight budget, the comfortable, and then the very good budget. Like,
so tight budget, if I'm completely honest with you, I'm not someone who's gonna lie and say you can start with £50. I would say realistically that you should be looking to start with around £250, just because most wholesalers are going to require you to have like a minimum quantity, or they might ask for shipping. They're going to say that you have to purchase like a set amount. So I think 250 is a decent amount to start.
Also, what's wholesalers for those that don't know?
So wholesalers is basically a business to business trade. So essentially you're buying a product for the sake of reselling it. So you're not going into a shop, because that's business to consumer. When you do wholesaler, it's business to business, and basically the brand or the wholesaler is saying to you, I'm going to allow you to resell this product because I'm doing a business to business transaction. So it's a trade transaction. Like, the average individual can't go into wholesaler and be like, I want to buy 1 product. You're going to get like case packs of like 6 or 12, and then you use it to go sell on and take your margin on top.
So Costco's a wholesaler?
Yeah.
So you go there, buy in bulk, and then
no,
makes
so
sense.
you've literally just given them a supply. Like, literally Poku's giving you a supplier. Like, Costco's can bust you can get products from there. It's business to business. Go resell the stuff from there as well. So yeah, that's a prime example basically. Okay,
then what would you say the comfortable budget is to get started?
Comfortable budget, I'd say anything from like 500 plus.
500 plus, and then very good, £1,000, I guess.
£1,000 to £2,000. It depends. If you want to like have negotiation power, you want to be starting with like 2 to 3 grand. That will allow you to say to a supplier, something like, how many units you got? Let me take them all, but give me something off. You can do those kind of things where now you're going to be getting pallet loads of stuff instead of like loose stuff, because you've got that money behind you that can like back you basically.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, how much did you start off with just to build this empire?
So honestly, I started with £10-20 here and there, and I'm not even joking. Like, as I said, I was in debt. But when I started selling on Amazon, it was a lot more easier. I was just picking stuff up and just putting it on Amazon. Like, there was no requirement for documentation. You just pick it up, slap it on, you do whatever. No one's gonna say, where did you get that from? So I was going to like stores that were closing down, picking up little pieces, £10, £20, getting stuff for like 70 pence, 20 pence, because they're liquidating the stuff. And then I'd use it to put it on Amazon and then basically resell like that. But that method don't work no more. Like I've literally had people, even one of my students attempted to do it, got blocked. Yeah, so unfortunately, although it's like quick, easy money, it's a very quick way to get yourself like cut off.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So Charlotte, tell me, in terms of getting started with Amazon FBA, how did you get started? Did you use Google, YouTube, mentor? Do you recommend a course?
So I had like guidance, like I would say in a way that I had a mentor who was literally telling me like what to do, how to do it, and how to overcome obstacles. I'm someone who, if I'm honest, like I don't listen to people. So I will listen to, not like that, but as in like, I'll use a mentor's advice, but then I'll also be creative, because if that's what you're telling me, that's what you're also telling loads of other people. So how can I do something that other people are not doing so I can get different results and better results, and I'll stand out from the crowd? I've never wanted to be like needy. So if you're telling someone to do this, I'll use it to make me money, but I also want to do something else which is going to make me even more money as well at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. And how long would you say the learning curve is? So between learning to making money on Amazon FBA, in your personal opinion?
It depends how hungry you are.
Okay.
Like, you're hungry, you can make, like, there's no such thing as a realistic figure. You can make 10k in your first month if you're hungry.
Oh wow, okay.
If you're hungry, if you're okay, you'll make 1,000 in your first month.
What is that? Sales, like revenue or profit?
Revenue or profit? Well, no. I don't want to contradict myself and say, oh, like 10k in profit is mad, but you'd be starting with a bit and you'd be hungry at the same time. I think for most people, an average, like they're gonna make like 2k plus in their first month in revenue.
Okay.
In revenue,
okay, cool.
not in sales. That's like just I'm seeing how it's going kind of thing. Hungry, you're gonna be making like 5-6k in revenue. Depending on your profit margins, that can be anything from like 2k, or that could be anything from 500 if you're a 10% seller, up to like maybe $2,000 if you're going for things which are a lot more higher margins.
What is a 10% sell-off for those who don't know?
So it would basically be someone who would buy something for £10 and be happy to make, £1 profit. Yeah.
Okay.
After all expenditures.
Okay, and you prefer the juicier items, I guess.
Yeah, I prefer things where it's like, I will accept 25%, but at 25%, I want it to be like, as soon as I list it, they're all gone.
Also, would you say this is more of the casual products that everyone buys on a consistent basis, like toilet roll, like we was mentioning earlier, or is it more of is it hard to find a 25% item?
No.
Okay.
25%, I think most people go for 10%, but 25% is very, very achievable. When you start going to like 40, 50, those are a little bit higher, but there's like little things that you can do to ensure that you defo get those kind of margins. Like, I've cracked the code now. Okay, defo cracked the code.
There you go. You go to her for the 40-50% margins. They're the juicy ones.
There's definitely like little techniques that you can use to make sure that you get those margins like consistently. But on average, 25%, if it's fast selling, I'll take that. If it's okay selling, I'm wanting something like 40, 50, 70, even over 100.